I was not recording, imagine. Hey guys, welcome back again to another video you guys should be expecting or thinking about. So guys, in today's video I'm talking about a different topic you guys should be expecting. So this particular video is for masters only, people that actually want to go for masters. I'm currently working on PhD orders where you can do your PhD for affordable fee, but I've not gotten an affordable country. Like you guys know, I'm trying to do jackpot on a budget, and I created a playlist for jackpot on a budget. I'm putting the link in my description box, so just check my playlist. You see jackpot on a budget. So I'm trying to get countries that is really very affordable. I don't even say affordable, cheap, because compared to what other countries are charging, you guys know what the deal I'm giving you guys. So for masters, the cheapest I was able to get is between 900 to 1,200 USD. Yeah, for masters, regardless of the course they are going for, 900 to 1,200 USD per year. So they have to semester in a year. So imagine if you're going for masters and your tuition fee is 900 USD. So that means per semester you pay 450 USD. Then the other semester you pay 450 USD. So they have just 2 semesters in a year. And most of these countries that I got, their master degree is 2 years. They have 2 years master degree. And another good thing about these countries is, see, the thing is, you know, I'm talking about more than 2 countries now, right? So let me just use the one that is more generic to them. So majority of them I've not actually seen. All of them where I don't see is 2 years masters, but we can have some that is 1 year and 6 months or this. So just budget your 2 years master degree, right? And the other good thing about these countries is they can allow you to do it at distance. Even if you are in the country, you are there in person and you have your study permit, yes, that study permit actually allows you to do it in this thing. For example, contrary to UK, if you want to go and do your master's degree in the UK immigration will tell you that your study permit has to be full-time, right? You have to go to school every day. But here you can get a study permit and you should be doing a part-time course. I hope you understand, but this one is applicable to masters only. Though there are some that you can do for bachelors, but I'm not completing myself. But this one I'm telling you, for masters, they have masters for distance learning, like not full-time. I still get your study permit. Actually, is that, yeah. So I've told you the duration and everything like that. So I feel like if you are ready to do like full-time, you should be looking at maybe 1 year duration or 1 year and 6 months, something like that. Then another thing is, after the graduation, I've told you their tuition fee. So what are the requirements for admission? For requirements for admission, of course, is your documents, your O-level, your BSc degree, your BSc transcript, yeah, your CV too as well is important for you to apply. I know most of the HOD of this masters, sometimes they come down something like smoking this. So you need your CV. For example, maybe especially if you study a course that is different and then you want to do master degree in something, of course you have maybe relative experience in something like that, you understand? So you need your CV, you need all those documents on again. So another thing I also want to say again is what is this thing. Then another thing I'll talk about is work and stuff. Like I've told you, these countries that I looked for, that I searched for, they're countries that you can stay back and work. You don't have to study and then you start carrying your bag and be running to Nigeria, no, or your home country. You can still stay there, work, look for a job. So me telling it you can stay back and get a job and work as a foreigner means that you should go for a course that is what's it called, course that is employable. So you know, just like I used to tell people, if your BSc no get a job, what's the point of doing masters in that BSc? You understand? So the fact that I say you can do work and study, no means you can't study any other courses too. You understand? So you try, of course, go for a course that is more viable. And in the view of this, you might actually consult with me. See, me, my own is just to give advice and just tell you this is what I think. This is what I think. It's left to you to take it. So I know, since you don't know these countries, I'm not saying the name and all of that, you can consult. For master's holder, you can actually pay career consultation fee. 2 options. You can choose your course yourself. Anything where you talk, say, "Ma apply for you. Ma go help you apply and help you do this thing, send you the admission letter, apply for visa, do all those things." But if you feel like, okay, you don't know the viability of this course or anything, you can do consultation with me regarding that country. You'll be like, okay, then I want to study this thing. What do you think? So in that one, I'll charge you 100,000 naira career consultation. Yeah, career consultation. And this one is not part of the total money I pay me, because this one is a different service entirely. Is a different this thing service entirely. Is career consultation, is 100,000 naira. Yeah. Then another question that most people want you to ask is, can you come with your dependent? Yeah, you can come with your dependent if you can afford it, but your dependent has to apply for study permit as well. So another question you want to ask is cost of accommodation. The cost of accommodation, depending if you be staying in the school hostel, off campus, bedroom flats, this thing like that. But the minimum is, if you are sharing with 2 people, is $30. It's like $30 to $40. And this $30 to $40, just like I said, you can get cheaper than $30. So for you and somebody to share in a room, you can get cheaper. I can even get less than $30 for only you to be in a room, but you share toilets and this thing. But me, when I was making my research, I make my research according to a standard, Nigerian standard, because in as much as I understand that so many agents, they just do whatever they like, they just get you anyhow accommodation, I don't want hesitation whereby I'll bring you as far as Nigeria or your home country, then you see the hostel you want to stand there and be like, actually, them, what's this? You understand? So me, when we say they talk $30 upward, I they maintain standards. You understand? Like for example, in one of these countries, there's one that I saw for newly built apartment that you can share for 2 in a room for $40. You pay $40, your roommate pay $40, then you guys share. Then the other is 2 rooms, but 2 people per room, so that's 4 people in a flat. Then you guys share 1 toilet and share 1 kitchen. You understand? So that's like $40 per person, and this one is newly built. So imagine me doing admission for you and then getting from the airport, and I'm like, okay, this is your hostel, and you're saying that this place is newly built, it's smelling this. I don't do bad now compared to my content. Say, okay, your money is this, my content carry you go one shalanga, say because in day ship you don't go ship for me. So me saying $40 per is the cheapest you can get, or $30 is me trying to maintain standard of accommodation that me, then if you stay here, I be, you know, if you stay here, you understand? So if you cannot afford $30, when you come, me I will try and help you to get that one that is neat, newly built, the hair, everything's still okay, you get. So if you use your hand, go find one way they cheaper. At least, you know, if you mention my name, say, let me give you bad accommodation. Because I've heard stories of how agents get bad accommodation for students. So me, I dey try to my own with integrity, you understand? So when I talk about accommodation, me, na my own high taste, I dey use to come. You can get something cheaper or something lower, but just not as if you're going lower. And even this lower self, now people they live there, but me, I know if you live there, I mean I don't expect my fellow Nigerians to live there. But it's not as if it's bad, no, but just looking at, because for something like me, I like to look for like new house, new apartments, this thing. So I feel like if I'm doing business, I'm bringing people, at least the building should not be this dilapidated building. You understand? If you can try to maintain his name, man, you understand? So if you want to stay outside the campus as well, like I've said, you can rent like a 2-bedroom outside the campus area, then you share with people. You can get for 2-bedroom, you can get for like $150, $180, $200, like that, etc, depending on what is in the apartment, this thing. But the minimum I can get is like, for a 3-bed you can get 180. So in that 180, 3 of you can share together, or if you're okay with it, 6 of you can share together. 180 divided by 6, you understand? There's also something else I want to say, like if I get more people at the time, so you guys can just rent, can you rent that 3-bedroom, then you guys will just share, depending on if you want to be 2 in a room, or 6 in a 3-bed. For example, in a 3-bedroom, 2 people will be in a room, 2 people will be in a room, 2 people will be in a room. So if I had to share it by 6, 18 divided by 6, that's like $30. and that one is outside school still. So depending on your choice, but that's just the budget. Then another question I want to ask is cost of living. Cost of living here is very, very affordable. You not spend up to, depending on how you eat, right? Depending on how you eat, but let's just say for a standard this thing is very, very, wait, let me do one conversion. For example, 1 kg of tomatoes is like 700 naira. In naira, 700 naira, 1 kg of tomatoes. And that 1 kg of tomatoes, I'm even saying it, if you're buying it from all this maybe student area, or you're buying it from the mall, in naira, you understand? But if you're buying it, you know, they used to have all this marketplace on this. So imagine if you're sharing an apartment with somebody, maybe every Saturday, so you guys can combine together, then you go there together to go and buy things in the house, in the market, you understand? But if you don't have strength to be going to the market and you want something nearby, so I'm just giving you price. In Nigeria, how much is price of tomato? I'm sure it's even more than what I've said. And then for transportation system, there's bus here, there's bus there, there's bus, there's boats, have you Uber, something like that, yeah. But if I take bus, per trip is like 300 in naira, is like 300 naira, 400 naira. Just like I told you guys, I'm talking about 2 or 3 countries together, so I'm giving like approximate value, right? This is the minimum. So in case you're doing admission, let's say you want to study masters in public health, so masters in public health, maybe the school I will apply for you for, in the country I will apply for you for, tomatoes can be like 600 there. Whereas if I'm studying maybe masters in sociology, the school I will apply for it, tomatoes can be 700 there. So I'm trying to, I don't want to be saying country 1, country 2, so I'm just like giving like price range, that's a minimum of 1 kg of tomatoes 600. But if now this country or this day, it can be 630, it can be this, you understand? So that's what I'm trying to do. So another question I want to ask is, all this and research I've made, how much is my fee? My fee is 2 million naira, and this 2 million naira includes your application fee, your admission process, helping you process it. And then another thing about these countries is they prefer in-person application. Like I said, after this video I'll be shooting another video about applying in bulk for you guys. So I have to fly there in person, apply in person. On the application, me, I don't even know whether these people, they know they check me, I be they know they check, or I feel like it's because there are a lot of people that is applying, so they prefer in-person application. So depending on the country that I get more applicants for, that's the first one I'll fly to, go and apply in person with their documents and all of those things. Then after that one, so once I get admission letter from there, I'll go. Then before I leave, I'll try and secure accommodation, right? Yeah. So now that my own school will soon be on holiday, like we're rounding off this semester already, so I have time, and we are resuming till February, right? So I have time to go to these countries to apply for you in person, your admission letter. If you're arriving, then I'll try and make sure that you guys are arriving like similar time, so that we do airport pick up. And this, like I said, I want to try and do these things myself, right, without sending agents, and then you start calling me, this agent put you under the bridge, this agent did this, you understand, things like that. Yeah. So which other questions? So I've told you my fee. It includes your admission letter, admission fee, you pay application fee. Then they do fee admission for here. I'm not the one that you're paying. The school collect admission fee. It includes your visa fee. It includes your result evaluation, right? For example, if you are doing maybe converting your this thing, they have this, their examination body, you have to submit your document, they have to verify your document, this thing, all of that, all those fees, and it's so expensive. Yeah, it includes all those fees. And this thing again is depending on the country. There's some countries that this verification and evaluation takes time, right? But then there's a real so anything that includes the bottom when you come in person, you know, this thing, so it's taking the stress off it. And another thing is another document that you need to apply again is your international passport. I'll need to take your international passport to legalization something. If you've traveled before, you know, all this your international passport, like they will verify that the international passport is original, so you have to pay for that stamp and pay for your this thing. So there are a lot of all these things that is contained. So all this is inclusive in your money. Then another one again is airport record. Then help you look for, you guys know how stressful accommodation can be. Just like how I'm saying that the type of accommodation I'll get for you guys is not going to be low standard. Do you think I'll just go to the country and then say, you letting me whining yet? No, You have to work. I know these agents, when they're charging you, when taking files for you, you have to pay them. You have to pay them all those money, walking up and down, that kind of thing. It's not something that is easy, right? So everything is, so it's just as if you're just paying me for all your stress, for me to go through all that stress, and then for you to be treated like a baby girl or a baby boy on arrival. So the only thing that you're paying is your tuition fee, and this tuition fee you're paying on arrival. You can pay in person to the school. But the thing about these countries, you pay your tuition fee in the currency of that country. So if I'm telling you your tuition fee is $450, when you come, if you convert $450 in naira, you see that it's a lot of money. But when you come, because their economy is so good, when you convert $450 to their currency, then let's say for example, you bought naira from Nigeria, you bought $450 from Nigeria, you came with dollars. If you change that dollars to their currency, it's a lot of money. It's not like it's a lot of money, no. Let's not change to their local currency. Then your tuition fee, you have to pay it in their local currency. That one, you will still see change. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But if you can pay them $450 USD, maybe change to $450 but if you pay them in the local currency, because when you convert that dollar to their local currency, you will still see change, because because the thing is, naira and dollar that is fighting, that the difference is so high. But their own currency, if you guys see these countries that I'm giving you, if you see the conversion of their dollar to naira, their dollar to their currency, you're gonna listen a better economy what they give you. Like, the gap is not much. You even be surprised, like, I wish I can mention the name. I wish I can mention, like, the difference is not much. Like, see our own, $1 is 1,007 something, 1,000. It did not even smell it. So if you bring your dollar from Nigeria and you change it to that local currency, and you pay your tuition fee in that local currency, you will still have some local currencies to yourself instead of paying in USD. I hope you understand the explanation I'm trying to give. So which other question? Like I said, they have 2 intakes in a year. Yeah, they have January intake, they have June intake. So currently, January intake is currently ongoing, and like I said, you guys should try and apply at this time, because one thing that will take time is accommodation, visa processing, collecting those documents and everything. And yeah, like that. Another thing I'll tell you is, you see these countries, they're serious with their life, bro. So try and come like December, so that you can resume January. To come late, they will enroll you to next intake. So it means not that fly and go and meet to go and say that so imagine just stay in the country could learn so So that's what I advise. If you know you're going for January intake, make sure you start your application process now, so I can apply it to people that are going now, right? They'll look for accommodation. Then that good thing again is, if you guys come once, it's easy for me to get all this 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, this thing. Then you guys will just share the money, right? Instead of you should come and I'll be looking for one hostel. This one will come, I'll be looking for this thing. Who do you want to stay? Like I've told you, it's not funny if I take come to this country or any of these countries and then they're spending money for accommodation. It make sense. I say accommodation, money for hotel. When you come, I'll be easily just And the another good thing about these countries is you pay your rent monthly. Yes, you pay monthly. Then, but the first month you pay your first rent, you pay your caution fee. You understand it? But any other this thing you pay monthly. Then, which other thing do you want to know? Bread, like I've told you, if you have maybe less than let's say $40 cost of living, $40. I don't know, the pay is even much. Like I said, see how much they're selling tomatoes, see how much they're selling rice. Food stuff is actually very affordable, very, very cheap. I don't know the definition of cheap, but it's very affordable. And the food that students eat is all these tomatoes, bread, egg. And again, in their student environment, they have all this student food that they eat. You know, in Nigeria, in student environment, you see things like all this Indomie and egg, Indomie and this fast food, and they are very, very cheap. Like for example, when I was checking one, there's this one that they do. It's like the senior brother of bread and egg. Like if you see how people they queue, right? You see let's say 700 naira for this thing like that. So depending on how you want it, and of course, and that's why I'm saying this is student area, so they have all this easy to get food, this thing. And then another thing again is depending on the school that your head meets and the country. There's some schools that they do monthly food for people, monthly food that you pay this amount in a month, and then they will give you food. So for example, you can pay like 100,000 naira. I know of a school that does this. One of these schools that I'm talking about, you pay 100,000 naira, they will give you food for a month. It include breakfast, lunch, dinner. But the thing is, you might not really like that food. But like I said, these countries, they are English speaking country. They do breakfast, they say bread, egg, what is it called? Yeah. But if you're coming from, so you might try it for the first month and see if it's something you can do or if not. But to me, I feel like even that 100k, it's not up to 100k in commercial. That's like 90,000 naira in a month. But now I feel like if you have that 90k, it's something that you can prepare food yourself. The another good thing about sharing accommodation with your fellow Nigerians is, let's say for example, you guys buy that tomatoes now, for example 600 or 700. That tomatoes can last you guys 2 days. Depending if you people are good people and you can cook together, right? This you can take turn. Oh yeah, you cook on Monday, you cook on Tuesday, you cook on Wednesday, you share the money. So if you get one of the benefit of you guys coming and applying at the same time, like you guys can take turns. If you're cooking together, actually save a whole lot of money. So imagine, for example, if I have to buy tomatoes 600, you buy tomatoes 600, you buy tomatoes. When one person can just buy tomatoes, contribute money to buy tomatoes 600, we'll cook it and it will last us for a while before we buy again. So it will save money. So cost of living is relative depending on if you're living alone, if you're sharing with somebody, if you're distant, depending on how much you eat. But I know on average Nigeria they like bread. So bread is cheap and they have very good bread. They have very soft bread. Yeah, in this, because there are some countries that their bread, you'll be like, what is this? So they have bread that is similar to what's it called? Agege bread. And of course, and then another thing again is, yeah, that bread is similar. And then what else? Yeah, I've answered the questions. Let me check. Then regarding work and study, I've answered. I made a video regarding that. So if you have any other question, any other doubts, make sure you leave it aside asking me the location of this country or the name of these schools, and leave it in the comment section. I can't wait to have you guys on board and respond to you or this thing like that. And if it's personal private information, you might have to pay a consultation with me. So guys, I'll bring us in the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.